Alright, here we go. It's my favorite squad now.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Let's go.
Let's get off the field, D. You go tight. Hey, gun. You got tight right there.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. Okay, so he's playing
Flag!
this.
One, Omaha. Hey, alert!
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, echo. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill, and that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Look at me. Door, door. Hey, exit. 5.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Let's go.
James now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Hey, gun. Check, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I got you. Strip that ball.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, gun. Let him know. Hey,
Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Tannehill going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is Lewis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Bravo. 56 right there.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. The 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Second half, here we go.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Run it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run by Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it again with Henry. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Clear. 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now. Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
51 for Mike, boy. Protein spill. Come on. Hey, foxtrot. Hard. We got double up.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
218, chop. Bang. Check your hot read. Check 26.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And fights through one man. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check right.
Their goal is to milk this one away. They're trying to.
They'll run with Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota. is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Three. Come. Check. One.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. This third down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
6.
It's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Here we go. 12. Ready? Bring it. Set. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Humphries now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football.
It's gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. Come on, bring it out.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Run is off the table right now. Oh, yes.
50. Check 52.
They'll start things on first down to Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mariota. And that's caught inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now Mariota. He's got Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you. Yep. I'm coming after you. Hey, Alpha. 52.
They snap it to Tannehill. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
One, Omaha. 6 guys. Check 6. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. I got you. Kill. Turn up.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. 13.
First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Oh, no. Don't tell me it's a pick six.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at eamaddennfl. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Pull out the Dolphins one more time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was.
Let's fix that real quick.
But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind it, and he listened to it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Fitzpatrick on fourth down. It's complete to Grant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Malage. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yo, shit. PP. Hey, Shiv.
They run it with Balaj. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Regular. Left. No. Topper.
And that'll set him back 5. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And it's caught by Parker. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
Hey, Keller.
Fitzpatrick now. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he finds Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run here with Balaj. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Switch. Under 10. Back. Jeff, go Jeff.
Now Balaj. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Nice protecting here.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
61, matchbox light. Check. Kill. Check.
I definitely can't run this.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Please come out in that goal line. Please do.
Mike 180. Mike 54. Check. Slam. Time.
Again, it's Balaj. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Right there, 56. Hey, chill. You got enough? Hey, color.
Let's go. Come on, Fitz. You gotta. Come on.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go. Let's put the flood in there again.
Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. And let's get this. Hey, let's go. 56.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's crossing. He's checking crap. Check three.
Toss play to Malage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
56. 180. Check 56.
Let's go.
Let's go. Check 31. Yeah, go, Jim. Check 44. Check 44.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Mike, 52 and 56. 52 and 56. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah.
Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Good game, though.